வணக்கம் என் உயிரினும் மேலான இனிய தமிழ் மக்களே. This is your host RJ Venki with Southern Spice, another interesting episode of our Southern Spice Tamil show on Radio Zindagi. This is broadcast in 1310 AM, Parsippany, New Jersey, 96.7 FM in Edison, and 5:40 AM in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state area, and also streaming live on Southern Spice USA Facebook and YouTube channels. So the radio show is 7 to 8 p.m. every Wednesday evening, and the Facebook and YouTube podcasts are going to be there always. So you can always choose to watch it whenever you'd like. And in this series of conversations I'm having with high schoolers who are kind of overachievers, doing significantly greater and nicer things than just focusing on academics, right? They're going above and beyond and doing some really good stuff in the society. And in that series, I'm chatting with Dhiya Prasanna, who's going to come on our show today. She's a high school senior at Parkway West High School in Missouri, and she's passionate about combining art and science to promote mental well-being. She's the founder of the Mindful Art Club and also the vice president of the Medical Club, with over 300 volunteer hours in hospitals and in senior homes. Her achievements include the Congressional Art Award, with her work displayed at the US Capitol, National Scholastic Art and Writing Silver Medal, and multiple Presidential Service Awards. Wow. Beyond art, she's published research on food additives in the Journal of Student Research and completed the year-long SIFT research program at Tyson Research Center. A classical dancer and a vocalist, Dhiya is dedicated to bringing joy and connection across generations through creativity. I'll pause for a minute. I need to take a breath. And let's welcome Dhiya Prasanna to Southern Spice. Welcome, Dhiya. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I had to take a deep breath after reading your bio. You've just done so much.
It's a lot, but I really enjoy doing all of that.
Phenomenal. Excellent work. So I've read the bio, people have heard it. Now tell us about yourself and tell us what you're passionate about. Talk to us about, the Art of Hearts initiative and your volunteering in the hospitals, senior homes, and about your research, all of that, please.
So, hi, my name is Dhiya Prasanna. I go to Parkway West High School in St. Louis, Missouri, and something I'm really passionate about is combining both my passions for art and also medicine into something that could further our society and make it better. So, in school, mainly what I do in school is that I'm a founder of the Mindful Art Club, where students can help with art activities and make cards. And then in out of school meetings, we are able to conduct art sessions with senior homes and just have fun with that. Also, I'm the vice president of Medical Club, where we basically just participate in medical related activities and also just involve ourselves with medical current events. But outside of school, I really love doing research, which is a little separate from art, but I've done research at SLU this summer, which is the St. Louis University. And also I did publish a research paper on artificial food additives and preservatives and their effects on causing cancer. Also, I'm the founder of the organization Art for Hearts, and this initiative is basically a piggyback off of my club, and we basically just make cards for senior homes and places where people are like less fortunate, and hospitals. And we also conduct art sessions where teens and seniors can bond and create art.
Terrific. So this is basically focusing on teens and seniors connecting through creativity. So what inspired you to choose art as that bridge between these two generations?
So me personally, I've always loved art. I had like affinity towards it at such a young age. So I've grown up doing art. And what I've realized is that a lot of people, no matter what age they are, had the same similar passion as they did, like with me.
Mhm.
So what I did is I took that passion. I realized that it could be across multiple generations, so with that, I realized that we could use that to bridge two different generations together.
Nice. So why do you think art is such a powerful tool, to help improve mental well-being compared to any other activity? It could be sports or anything else, right? Why is art so important?
I think art is a lot more accessible. You don't have to necessarily be good at it to have fun with it. If you're talking about sports, a lot of people might get tired from sports, especially at
Mhm.
if
Physical
you're at
activity.
an older age, and a lot of people might not just like sports. But with art and stuff like that, you could do whatever you want and it could still be called art. You could just have fun and put something on a paper, and it doesn't have to be anything, and it can still be art, and that's the part that creates joy and um helping preserve mental health and making it not so serious.
True. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Actually, you can put anything on paper and it'll be called abstract art.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you volunteer extensively in hospitals and in senior homes, correct?
Yes.
So have you noticed, or has there been a moment where you saw art truly made a difference for someone in the hospital or in a senior home? Yeah.
Yeah, so in hospitals, part of my volunteering is making cards and delivering them to patients.
Mhm.
So once you deliver these like personalized cards to the patients, every card has like a different picture and like a different saying on it. So whenever they get the cards, like patients, especially children, are really happy to see like the different shapes, colors, and animals that are on the cards, and they think it's really special that they get a card that's like unique to what they like and what they like to do. In hospitals, I've seen that a lot of people are just it's, like, not very a happy environment because 'cause you're there if you're sick, so spreading that joy through art there is, like, really interesting. And in senior homes, I'm able to do art with the residents, so, um, as I, like, arrive there, like, the mood is kind of just, like they're just, like, waiting for me to be there, but at by the end of the session, everybody's laughing, sharing stories from their childhood, and just enjoying the process.
That's so fulfilling. Yeah. But obviously teens and seniors are very different age groups. Have you noticed any similarities in the way they connect through art? Does it have any similarities in how they look at it?
Yeah, so, especially talking about teens, I'm a teenager myself,
Okay.
and what I find in our generation is that, sometimes we often have trouble asking for help, or we feel lonely, or just, like, misunderstood by parents and teachers and peers. So I found this similarity in senior residents too, in senior homes, because often they are lonely without having to, like, see their family in a while. And so I kind of took this similarity and created a space where seniors and teens can both come out of their shells and learn and experience new personalities and new traits from the different generations that they haven't gotten access to. So hopefully, like this new connection that is being bridged will evolve into causing newer and more like idealistic thinking styles.
Okay. But have you also faced any kind of challenges in getting them involved? Like you go there, try to do an art project, and they say, "No, I don't want to participate. I want to be by myself." And then you gently coax them into coming in and doing something.
Yeah, so this aspect is seen in teens and seniors. So, at first, it was really hard to get people involved in this activity because people thought it was just gonna be boring and like a waste of their weekend. But they soon saw it not as like a volunteer event, but as more of like a hangout and just having fun with friends and people and meeting new people and having new experiences. And with the seniors, sometimes people are reluctant to participate in these activities, but once they see the people who are eager to do these activities and see how much fun they're having, you won't even have to coax them into joining. They'll just gradually start joining themselves after they see like how much fun everybody's having.
Hmm. Hmm. Really cool. So somewhere in the bio, it alluded to you being interested in medicine, and I'm thinking that that's where you want to go after high school. So how does conducting these art lessons relate to your educational goal of getting into medicine?
So, conducting these art lessons and these sessions with seniors and teens, um, really helps me connect to my goal of medicine. And basically, this kind of focuses on the mental health aspect of medicine.
Oh, okay.
So, once I'm going to like go into pre-med in college and then hopefully med school, um, my focus is on neuroscience, so I'm trying to apply the mental health aspect to neuroscience to figure out if that's something I wanna do, and also the fact that this contributes to my passion for art as well, kind of strengthens my passion for, neuroscience as well.
That is brilliant. Dia, who would have thought? That is so brilliant. No, this is phenomenal the way you've thought through that in what you're going to do in future and how you're spending your time currently to take you there. That's phenomenal. So I think you briefly mentioned doing a research project as well, or I read about it in your bio. So what's the research project about?
So I've done two research projects. One was kind of separate from neuroscience. I did this in 10th grade, so it wasn't really like my passion or something that I haven't, it was something that I explored like outside of my passion. So I was talking about the effects of food additives and preservatives on creating cancer. So I wrote a 4,000 word essay and it's published on the Journal of Scientific Research.
Mhm.
And this was basically something that I did through Gifted Gabber and allowed me to explore my passions outside of neuroscience. But this summer, I did a research internship almost activity at St. Louis University. And there I got to explore tumor markers in the brains of mice. And I got to explore like in what environments and circumstances were the mice having more of the tumor markers and less of the tumor markers. So I was able to do some primary research and I was able to get under the microscope and look at all these things myself and make conclusions and data tables and just everything about it. And I like this because it also connected with my passion for neuroscience, which would hopefully develop as I go through my education.
Terrific. And you're also deeply involved in medicine through your other clubs, are you?
Yes, yes, I am. I'm a part of medical club. As I said earlier, I'm the vice president. So we just
Right.
organize medical activities, catch people up on medical current events. I'm also a part of HOSA, where we participate in um, events that are state and regional,
Mhm.
and they're all types of events. Like you could do medical terminology, phlebotomy, anything that you'd like to do.
Cool, cool. So how does your background in science influence the way you approach mental health and art in art for hearts?
So in Art for Hearts, it's kind of hard to get like tangible data
Mhm.
of how the art has positively impacted the mental health of senior citizens and students. So what I like to do is give the senior citizens and the teenagers like a survey to do before and after their sessions on gauging how their mood was from before and after their sessions. And most of the data, I mean, it's not like straight up like quantitative data, but it's just what they were feeling before and after. But most of the data still supports like my conclusion that mental health really does improve with art. And I've also my goal is to conduct long-term studies, so I'll compare the results of the first survey they did without the art lessons to months later after, and see if their mental health has like improved on a more bigger long-term scale.
Cool. So finally, Dia, what advice would you give to other students who want to combine their passions, whether arts or science or something else, with making a real difference in probably, let's say, mental health?
I think a big thing is to not be afraid to combine your passions. For example, I thought that art and medicine were just completely two contrasting ideas that had no connection. But like if you put in effort to connect it, and if you are truly passionate about those things, then you could create like a strong, unique thing that would attract a lot of people because it hasn't been done before. And also it would just inspire other people to make a change too. So in mental health, I think that a lot of people can get involved by just volunteering in their community and um, just participating in opportunities such as like connecting with people and making people happy and making like a bigger difference in life.
Terrific. You're doing great work. Keep it going. I'd like to see the progress, see you shine as a doctor very soon. Good luck with your, medical college and your future. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on Southern Spice, Dia. Take care. Be well.
Thank you. You too.
All right. So that was, like I said, another super high achiever, Dhiya Prasanna from Parkway West High School in St. Louis, Missouri. And it was an absolute pleasure for me to have her on Southern Spice. And thank you so much for taking your time to watch this episode and or to listen to it through radio on Radio Zindagi. I'll come back to you with another episode very soon. Till then, take care. Be well.